Territorial Cup. A prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense will get first crack at it here. The Sun Devils' Territorial Cup runneth over with a big win the last time they faced the Cats.
It was all sparky, and man, that was a spanking. Arizona State gave it to Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, they put it on them. And in these rivalry games, man, you do not forget that. It's talked about. It's turning it on.
A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Punts it out of the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. After that last completion, it's second down. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. The quick out. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Richardson. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Firing to the right, complete.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Williams will pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Let's talk a little about Arizona. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Williams looking for a man. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Using his legs, it's McCluster. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He's got it down the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Arizona runs out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Oh, what a cut! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Richardson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Here's a Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes a man miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Vincent. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. The run from the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Anderson will throw. Using a quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the 1st down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Big guy smells it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal.
Another battle for the Sunshine State is underway. It is Florida, it is Florida State, and it is our job to bring you the latest. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Wide open downfield.
A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like, play.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It's a draw. Makes a man miss. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Vincent. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Territorial Cup rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Floats it out in space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Anderson wants to throw. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He's got the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. keeps looking downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. Anderson will throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10. Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball a different...
Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. It's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Finds his man down the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up.
Just plowing ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, time.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.